Alright, we're back at it again, this time for another One Piece chapter live reaction. I'm going to go ahead and apologize now. I'm getting it out pretty late. It's Monday night, and honestly, it's been out since like late Thursday, early Friday. I've had a lot of stuff going on, but honestly, I really just got to start prioritizing these even more. So I do apologize. I am ready to get it up, though, and I'm going to make sure I get the next chapter up much faster. Just in case, though, we don't get another chapter before the end of the year, which I think we're set to get one more, I think. Because I bet we're only going to get the one. Because I bet we're on break after this chapter, so I'm hoping we get one more. If not, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Odds are I'm gonna Hanukkah, all those good holidays that are gonna be coming up. So I hope everybody has a great time with their family, and I hope everybody just gets to relax and like I said, get to spend time with their loved ones, do what they want to do. So, but with that being said, I'll make something on Christmas. I'm sure to put it out. I don't know what it'll be, but it'll be something silly. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get into this now. This is One Piece chapter 1168. It's titled Elbaf Snow. Our cover page: a family of sheep knit six gloves for Hachan. Wow, a couple of sheep. Wow, family of sheep, and they're knitting gloves and getting them some coffee, and while Hachan's like digging out their house from the snow. That's very awesome. What a wonderful cover page. And Oda's note: I can't stop eating these canned cookies. I realize the macaron boro are my weakness. I don't know what those cookies are, but they're canned cookies. Whatever they are, maybe they're good. Oda likes them. They gotta be good, right, guys? Anyways, cutting back into it, narration begins. 15 years ago, that same year, all over the world. Harald's efforts are paying off, but those giant marines are really doing a good job. They're so reliable. I always thought they looked scary, but now I wouldn't mind meeting one. And these are the civilians on different islands saying all this stuff. And then it looks like it's cutting to also some pirates. Can't you get us stocked up again? Elbaf seafood is super popular now, you know? I bet it is, says the delivery man. Cuts to a pirate. This is Umit, actually. We know this guy. This is Umit. He is one of the underworld tycoons. He was at Big Mom's wedding. Feel like he was the one who funded Mads or something. I think he's the one who transfers things. He's called Deep Sea Umit or something like that. Anyways, he's saying this here is a top quality Elbaf cedar. It's rare and a tricky item to import. And then somebody running up, I'll take it already, and they're just ready to buy all the goods from Elbaf. So Elbaf is clearly becoming everything from there is starting to become worth a lot of money. We then cut back to New World Elbaf. Harald, when we finally become a member nation, I think we should build sightseeing ships so our people can freely visit all of our allies, says Harald to his people. We're actually a rare minority from the perspective of the outside world, but there are many nations out there with a wide variety of races coexisting. This is thanks to a culture of mutual respect. Let's join the larger world, make new friends, and grow in knowledge together. That sounds great, say all of the people. We're one step away. Our future has never been brighter. Cuts to another giant. Yeah, let's ditch this warrior crap. I'll make it happen, Ida. Thanks, Harald. Cuts to the Walrus School, where we see kids playing, and we see Saul and Harald talking. This is all thanks to you, Saul. Better sharp kids than sharp blades, huh? Dare she, says Saul. But ain't you afraid you've lost something here, Harald? I don't believe that military power is what makes a country strong anymore, says Harald. It's 'cause of Ida. She taught me everything. Meeting her was the greatest blessing of my life. As we cut to Ida's grave while he says this. And then we get a flashback. Hey, Harald, says Ida. Elbaf really has changed a lot. When I first came here, there was tons of internal conflict. It was scary. But you've changed everything. Now children can laugh and study instead. It's like a totally different country. And then to Harald. The old customs are backwards traditions. All of those bad practices from the warrior era will be thrown away. And then she says, oh, but I kind of like the whole warrior's pride part. It's really cool. You should cherish your culture, she says. Don't you get it, Ida? It's that very culture that kept us from marrying. I can't accept it. He, she says, laughing. You always did say you wanted to make me your legal wife. Cough, cough. That really is the sweetest thing. You're so cute. What about Loki? He'll always be Harudin's kid brother, won't he? In my heart, I've always thought of him like that. Ha ha ha. Feeling like that feeling like that keeps my heart full. It's what kept me going all this time. But don't worry, it's okay. You're everybody's King Harold. And you're almost there, right? That's right, Ida. It won't be long. Soon we'll be connected with the whole world. Our world will be tens of thousands of times bigger. Then we can go traveling together. Just like the old days, as we cut to a flashback within the flashback of them when they were young. That sounds amazing. I'm looking forward to it. Me too, he says, as her hand touches his hand and then falls. And then he walks out crying, so we'd assume that's where he passes, and Harudin then goes in next with some of his friends outside. Yep, Harudin crying over Harold walking away, crying. Loki's in jail. Yeah, assumedly for what he's done destroying the town, and he's also crying in jail. 14 years ago, the holy land of Marijois. Shanks is missing! Indeed. Had he completed his last mission, he would have been formally knighted. As you were our next choice, that opportunity now falls to you. What will you do? I'll naturally accept the honor of being one of the God's Knights. Doing that will secure Elbaf's membership status. Congratulations, then. The Great One has agreed to trust in you. It's been a long process. You'll be remembered as a king who brought great change to Elbaf. Harold then says, well, to be honest, when Elbaf finally joins the world government, I plan to relinquish the throne. A younger, more virtuous ruler than I should take over. As, I'll be honest, I think this is Jupiter's ... thinking. That is a matter for Mu to decide, says Mu. And then Harold actually sees Mu on the empty throne. Why is there someone on the empty throne? Come, Mu has been watching thee, Harold. As we just see, like, the building kind of, I don't know, expand. He says, this power. So the brand got upgraded, so we do know when it goes from being a knight, or when it goes from being just like a basic, whatever it is, like a beginner, a pledge knight, essentially, to being an actual knight, it does change. It's surging within me. It's chilling. This is the power of immortality. It still sends shivers down the spine. He is now beyond any wild monster. He has been forged into a mighty weapon. I will say, on this one single page, this couple pages here, we have some very rough sketches by Oda. I'm a little worried that he's in some rough shape. Because the rest of this chapter has looked pretty good. It's just these couple pages right here, they look really rough. Consider thyself an immortal knight, sworn to Mu. Immortal? I can't believe it. Carve an abyss pentagram in Elbaf. That will mark the bond between us. The darkest wish shall finally be granted. Or, my bad. Thy dearest wish shall finally be granted. As Harold's then happy. Huzzah! As he's heading back to Elbaf. As soon as this last mission is completed, Elbaf will be recognized as a member nation of the world government. Thank you, King Harold, says the people. We then cut to Quest Castle. Huh? Could you repeat that, Great Emu? He says. She then says, mobilize the entire nation and form a grand army of warriors. She says to him. Yeah, these pages are looking a little rough too. I'm a little worried about Oda right now. Then continues Mu. The giant warrior fleet will stand alongside the Marines and serve the world as. And then Harold cuts in. Wait, no, hold on. Everything I've done was to free Elbaf from violence. Of course, if anyone still wishes to fight, I'll gladly encourage them to enlist in the Marines. But who is... I will gladly encourage them to enlist in the Marines. But, and then it cuts to the guard saying, who is the king talking to in there? Emu then talking over him again. Thou vowed to atone for Elbaf's history, even at the cost of becoming a slave. I meant to carry that burden alone, Harold says. Mu then says, the burden of such history is too great for thee to bear alone. Now hold thy tongue. Thou cannot disobey Mu. Those who enter into a deep-sea covenant may gain immortality and power, but it comes at the cost of total obedience. Thou wilt carry out Mu's orders regardless of thine own will. So that would be exactly why Rox ended up having to do everything Mu said, even when he didn't want to, and he's a man of strong willpower. We then see him tripping backward. Well, this isn't good. I'm losing control, Elbaf. They never meant for it to become part of the fold. Curse that emu. Guards! The plan was always to enslave the warriors of Elbaf. What is it, your majesty? Is someone... Chain me to this pillar. Huh? Hurry! Summon Elder Jarl and my sons. But sire, I believe Haradin is still out at sea, and Lord Loki, he's still imprisoned after what happened. I can't resist for long. What exactly is this concerning, your majesty? None of that matters now. Release him. Jail in the realm of the dead. You're free to go, Loki. Head to Quest Castle at once. The king requires your presence. Jarl's house. Something urgent. What's going on? And so... Narration. And so we return to where this tale began. The day of the castle massacre, when Elbaf's most beloved king, Harald the Benevolent, lost his life. And we are on break next week. That's the end of the chapter. Interesting. Good chapter. We did get to learn more about the contracts. This is about the way we figured it would probably go, honestly, with Emu taking over the Giants. So now Harald's going to fight back against him, get transformed kind of like Rox, and then Loki and Jarl, but more or less Loki, I guess, is going to have to kill him. Don't know how, but he is going to know how. And it's crazy because this means Loki should actually know, in fact, how to damage the people with immortality, assuming he is now going to kill Harald. So he should be able to actually help Luffy and them do real damage to the Gods Knights up there. So he should be able to help show Luffy, Zoro, maybe Sanji, how to do that. Overall, good chapter, though. Like I said, I'll try to get out something in the meantime, and I will get out something on Christmas as well, and even if we don't get another chapter, like I said, I'll get something out. But I'm sorry for the wait. I hope everybody enjoyed the chapter. I'm going to try to keep this one about as short as I can. Nice, simple, and sweet, and I'll see about getting out another video with something else One Piece or just something else fun this coming week. So... I hope Oda is in good health with how some of these panels look. I hope all of you are in good health. And honestly, if you stuck around this far, please go ahead and do me a favor. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Only about 50% of my viewer base or less, is even coming from subscribed accounts. So most of you guys who even click on the video or make it through any part of the video probably aren't subscribed. So if you did make it this far, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. Go ahead and tell me what you think is going on next in One Piece, what you think the next thing coming to a head is going to be, or maybe are we going to make it out? Are we, by the end of the year, are we going to start the beginning of real-time One Piece again at the start of next year? Who knows? We're very close. So if we get one more chapter, Oda might be able to wrap this up in one chapter pretty quick. So we might be able to start 2026 with the Straw Hats, and they're all like with the flashback ending. So that would be pretty cool. But with that being said, I hope everybody's had a good week. Hope everybody has a good week to come. Spend your time doing what you want. Go out, give your family a hug, spend time with people you love, do whatever. All right, have a good one, guys. Bye.